What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Resell back at it again with another video for y'all. Today I got an unboxing. Today I did end up unboxing a pair of Yeezys. It was actually two pairs of Yeezys from my vendor. These are the breads. I got in a size 10 and a size 8, both DS. And when we get to this unboxing, you're gonna see my emotions throughout this reaction change. It was kind of based around the quality of the product, and I was kind of trying to pay attention to why the sneakers were manufactured differently. But later on, you feel me, I ended up realizing that the shoes had two different manufacturing dates, and also one of the sneakers had a replacement box. So that sums up some of the issues that I encountered during this unboxing. But here we have right here the size, which was a size 10 Yeezy. It's a size 10 bread Yeezy. This was the replacement box pair, but this is the bread Yeezy right here. This is the box that they came in. The box did get damaged. Both boxes got pretty beat up. The size 8 box got damaged, I believe, a little bit worse than the size 11 box. But hey, that happens during shipping. I did talk to my vendor, just to let them know, or just to ask them if they could bubble wrap the boxes separately and then package them together in one package so it's packed tightly, and each boxes are separately bubble wrapped. So the boxes won't get smashed as badly as they did, but that's what happened. But as you can see, right off the bat, the boxes look pretty different. The one in my hand right now, the size 11 box, has a pretty green hue tint color on the font throughout the whole box. And then the base box color is different from the other box as well. Like the browns are two different browns. But as I pull the sneaker out, here we have the Red Yeezy DS. It came with tags, clean, of course. Some people say that Adidas pairs came with like a rope tag and they had different tags. Like I said, some pairs that were retail pairs came with the exact same tags as you see in my hand. So this pair is a retail pair. So like I said, some pairs straight from Adidas came exactly like this pair, and that's why I wasn't complaining about any tags or anything like that. But overall, the sneaker looks good. It's a clean sneaker. The quality of the shoe is perfect. It is a retail pair, like I said. I did notice the lace tips were pieced differently, but that's nothing major at all. As you can see right here, we got the braided raised on the toe box area. Looks perfect. That's exactly how it should look. Everything is perfect. Like I said, retail pair, straight from the retail, or straight that will get shipped to the retail store. And here's me just kind of checking the boost quality. Feels pretty good. I had a real pair of Yeezys right next to me, so I was like comparing them at this time, and I could tell that they were the same. So I was satisfied. The only problem that I had throughout this video and throughout this unboxing was the differences in the boxing and the way that the shoes were packaged. But other than that, the quality of the actual shoe was fine. It was okay. But yeah, you got the Adidas logo on the toe box area right here. I'm on the bottom, and then you got that boost on the bottom. The boost looks good. The boost was very, very soft and lightweight. The shoe was very, it felt lightweight, like like authentic Yeezy should feel. Like it felt like a retail pair should feel. Like I said, it is a retail pair, and I just buy them in bulk. And as you can see, everything is perfect. You can see the stitching all around the sock liner, just like a retail pair. This is exactly how it should be. There should be no stitching discrepancies. It should be flawless all the way through, like you can see on screen here. Everything looks flawless. So that's why I'm satisfied with this vendor that I purchased from. The only issue that I had was the box being a replacement box. I don't know how that ended up happening, but here on the pull tab, on the back tab here, you see the stitching. The camera's not focused, so it looks a little bit off, but I'm trying to get it to focus here. But other than that, it's a clean sneaker all around, and I would um, definitely purchase from this supplier again. Like I said, this is my normal supplier. This is my retail supplier, but they've reached out to some different Yeezy manufacturers to find which one had the retail pairs, and this is one of the best suppliers that I've ended up coming across. But like I said, this was a size 10 Yeezy pair, size 10 bread Yeezy that ended up being shipped in a size 11 box because it was in a replacement box. This is only 2 pairs that I have received. I am currently still waiting on 15 pairs of Yeezys. 3 different colorways for those 15 pairs, ranging from zebras, more bread Yeezys, and the copper Yeezy colorway. Um, but those are on the way. Then I got some Jordans on the way and some Dunks on the way for you all as well. But everything else checked out as far as packaging. The shoes came with the correct paper, and the only issue was the replacement box being the issue. I'm probably gonna the size 8 didn't end up coming with shoebox paper, so I'm probably gonna put the paper in the size 8 shoebox and sell it DS, everything perfect and packaged perfect. And then I'm probably gonna sell the size 10 with no box, brand new. But they're very clean. As you can see, I seen a little blue mark on the toe box area, but nothing major at all. Everything was nice. And I'm gonna get into the size 8 soon. And I think I noticed a few differences in the shoe. On as far as the shoe, I think it was the outsole was the difference, but that was pretty much it. This is me just testing like the durability and the flexibility, and it held up like a retail pair. You know, it is a retail pair, so that's what I would expect it to do. That's what I would expect from my vendor. Um, and the boost was just very soft, so I could tell that the quality of the boost was very good. It was very very good. But here on there's a thread. I think this thread came from my sweater, but the thread did end up getting stuck in the shoe, like on the lace tips and stuff. But I ended up getting the thread out later on, and yeah. Like I said though, overall, I was very satisfied with this purchase. Um, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure when the other pairs are gonna arrive, but I know that they should arrive soon, hopefully this week. Um, like I said, it is 15 more pairs of Yeezys alone, and then I have like 8 pairs of Dunks and Jordans combined. So I got a lot of stuff on the way, and I'm excited. But you know, this unboxing was just the beginning. But here, as you see, I pulled out the size 8, and you can see the difference in the outsole. The outsole on the size 8 does look like a retail outsole. There is a few discrepancies, as you can see at the top. This is when I realized that the outer caging around the boost chipped off, or during manufacturing, a piece of it got stuck in between the boost and the outsole, so that's why that is there like that. So just a little B grade flaw, a B grade pair, but everything's still DS, everything still checks out, boost is still soft, everything is stitched perfectly, no glue marks, no stains anywhere. That outsole discrepancy was the only flaw. Like I said, that would probably pass this pair as a B grade pair, and that's why my vendor ended up with this pair. instead of a retail store. But the pair is still perfect, and no one would be able to tell. On foot, no one's ever gonna look at the bottom of your shoe, and everything else checks out. Everything else is retail manufactured, and the quality checks out. So little discrepancies in B grade flaws like that is why you see certain pairs of shoes in stores like Nike outlet stores or Adidas outlet stores, and sellers like me take advantage of these flaws and take advantage of these mistakes that the machinery in these overseas warehouses make, and we capitalize from them. We get to come up off retail pairs for better prices, and we buy these items in bulk, and that's how I come across these products. Um, but as you can see, everything else checks out. The stitching, you can see it all around the sock liner. um, Everything is perfect. The back tab is perfect. The back tab is stitched really well. It's angled as it should be. Around the heel area, the boot sticks out perfectly. It's not too snug or too flat around the ankle area. So the shape of the shoe is perfect, and everything checks out. Everything is perfect. Like I said, I did end up pulling that thread out. It ended up coming from my sweatshirt, so that was no big deal. And the only discrepancy I noticed within the shoes were the outsoles, which was the size 10 being shinier, and the size 8, which is in my hand currently, having the more retail look outsole with the matte finish. It's more dull and it's not as shiny. But both sneakers are retail pairs, like I said. The size 11, I mean the size 10 just came with the replacement box, and me personally, I believe that the size 8 was just packaged better and the quality of this specific pair was better, even though the outsole had that slight discrepancy. But the size 10 was perfect as well. Um, and yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this purchase, like I said, once again. And once the rest of the pairs arrive, obviously I'll do unboxing and reviews, and I might even throw in the arm foot for you guys, just to show you all how good the pairs are. But this is me buying multiple pairs. If you want to learn how to get pairs like this in bulk, you can see with the boxes and stuff, everything looks great. But if you want to learn how to get pairs like this in bulk, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram, or you can comment below, and I'll probably just end up telling you to DM me on Instagram as well, because we can discuss business on there and really work things out without having too much information disclosed. But yeah, like I said, we can talk about vendors. We can talk about certain products you want, certain qualities you want. Retail products versus low grade products, and then we can talk about arranging prices and bulk deals for you all. But that's pretty much it. It's your boy Resell. Um, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you want more content like this. I'm out. Peace.